The cost of legal marijuana at some stores in Washington is higher now than when they first began selling it. And store owners say that's because growers are price gouging. And we've learned several of the owners are now banding together to do something about it. Tim Becker has more from Vancouver on how they plan to do that.
Ever since the sale of legal marijuana began here in Washington, growers have pretty much been able to write their own ticket. Well, that's why the owner of this store and several others are getting together to try and level the playing field.
It's really about getting the product as cheap as possible so we can get it out the door as cheap as possible.
Pot was going for $30 a gram today at Main Street Marijuana, where it's sold for $5 less on opening day. Well, that's a price shift.
And that's what we call sweet leaf. We'll keep that for processing.
The store owners blame on growers and processors, who they say are taking advantage of low supply and high demand. That's why the manager here at Main Street,
The growers that got us initially, they're the ones that we're not going to plan on dealing with.
is teaming up with 5 other stores to form a retail association that'll give them some clout at the bargaining table with growers.
They have 6 of the best stores in the state of Washington that are guaranteeing them contracts at set prices and set amounts of product.
Ramsey Hamida tells me the owners are talking and sharing notes. Things like how to get product as cheap as possible and which growers and producers are good and which are bad.
So we're going to have a lot of loyalty in our association to the growers that are treating us good right now, and then the ones that are, essentially sticking us for the higher prices will be the ones that will be the last to have shelf space.
Which there is plenty of right now, but the Retail Association is planning ahead to change that. Hamida's group met just this week and is already seeing results.
Tentatively, we have an agreement in place with the processor where we're going to get 60% of his anticipated 1,000-pound harvest, so that'd be 600 pounds for our 6 stores, 100 pounds each store.
Lock up 10 or 15 more of those contracts, and it'll help guarantee his supply lines through the winter. In Vancouver, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.